Oh, gnarly, dude. Looks like you just went overboard. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Overboard. I'm your host, Anthony.
And I'm your host, Jenny.
And what's up, Jenny? What's been going on?
No, nothing much. Just been chilling, waiting for Anthony to come back for Christmas.
Yeah, it's only like, what, a week away, so.
A week away, yeah. Our next episode, just for as a heads up, it's going to be up on the 23rd rather than the Monday, because it's going to be a Christmas special. So if you're waiting for it on Monday, it's not coming on Monday. It's coming on, I think, Wednesday.
Yeah, and I don't fly until Monday, so it'd be kind of hard. But anyway, what we got going for you today is we got a lot of positive feedback from our Would You Rather series. Well, I guess
Episode.
Yeah. Right.
And we have decided to make it a series. So
yeah,
that's what
we're going to. Right. So this should be fun. We got some more great provocative Would You Rather questions. Some ones that are going to make you think really deeply. Yeah, and that's about it.
Okay. Let's get into it. All right. Would you rather save 3 of your closest family members or 100 people you don't know? Or 1,000 people you don't know, sorry.
I mean, to be in all honesty, like, I'm going to save 3 of my closest family members, because those 1,000 people that I don't know don't have value to me because I don't know them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that they don't have like value.
Right. But they just don't like, have value to you.
You know, value is placed by how you perceive it or whatever. So
right.
I would kill, you know, if I mean, hopefully I wouldn't be the one killing the 1,000 people, just saving them. But, you know, I probably wouldn't save them.
This one's hard for me because I'm like I don't know. I would want to save everybody if I could. So like I'd want to save 3 of my closest family members, but also it's like 1,000 people versus 3 people. So I don't know. I don't know.
What are you telling me? So you're saying like,
no, like
if you had to choose to save me, mom, and like Carrie, or like dad,
yeah,
you would choose there might be a possibility that you just choose 1,000 people to save instead.
No, I don't know. No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pick the family, yeah.
Because like I said, like the people, you don't really know them and they don't really have like value to you, I guess. But yeah, so whatever.
Yeah. Gotta heal the world though, you know? Heal the world.
Well, this is okay. So think about it this way then. 1,000 people die every day that you don't know.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
If you don't know them, how does it matter? You know, like
true. I get where. Oh my gosh, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So yes, I would probably save my 3 family members. Okay, next one. Would you rather be able to move 2 times faster or be able to use your brain 1.5 times faster? I feel like if you're using your brain 1.5 times faster, you are essentially moving faster because you'll be able to get things done quicker, if that makes sense. So, brain. I'd want to have a faster brain.
I would probably agree with that. Like, if I could do everything 1.5 times faster, but at the same time, I do have an ADD brain, so that's speeding up an ADD brain. I don't know if we really need that.
But wouldn't it mean that you would be able to come to like a conclusion faster? That way you could move on to another thing quicker. Does that make sense? Like it'd be okay for you to have like ADD because you'd still finish what you wanted to. Because
I would hope.
Yeah.
Or I'd just get like overwhelmed faster, 1.5 times faster, and shut down. But or I'd be like, yeah, you know. So yeah, I probably think 1.5 times faster, because sometimes I feel like I think a little bit like it takes me longer to process things, which is like definitely a thing. But also like for ADD people, there's sometimes things that we process too fast.
Yeah.
So do I need to process if I'm already processing something too fast, do I need to process it 1.5 times faster? Probably, yeah.
Could help. It could benefit or destroy you. Either one.
Because, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like it said, your brain sends electrical signals to your body faster. So in turn, wouldn't you kind of be able to move faster if that's the case? Like you said, like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you'd get stuff done quicker.
All pistons, you'd just be like, meh, 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 meh.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do drugs, kids. Because they make your brain fast and go burr.
All right. Never age physically or never age mentally. I feel like
never age physically.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. But then, like, once you get older, your memory turns to like mush. So then it's like you look nice, but like your memory is gonna be like shit, or you're not gonna remember anybody.
At least I'm good looking, you know. That's I mean, I don't know, because like I think that's one of the biggest things about getting old that I'm afraid of, right? Is like, you know, like nobody wants to get any wrinkles, nobody wants to get all the health problems that come along.
Yeah.
Like your physical being deteriorates along with your mind. But I would rather be like physically fit and have not aged physically, because you're not going to have like back pain, leg pain, you know, like you're going to be youthful and stay. But at the same time, yeah, eventually you're just going to get poo-poo brain after like 70, 80 years of living, and you'd still look good. Like,
yeah,
you'd be like a vampire, right? Because like vampires can like live forever, ever, theoretically, right?
Well, you wouldn't live longer. You would just look better longer in this case scenario.
Well, that makes me like ask the question though. Like, what kills you? You know what I'm saying? Is it the combination of your physical being deteriorating, or with the age deteriorating mentally, or is it solely one of the other? So like,
no,
if I'm not aging physically and my brain goes poop, like just dementia or whatever,
that could kill you, because a lot of times, like with like grandpa and stuff, like he was forgetting to eat, so that's like you're letting your body deteriorate basically, because you don't remember if you did like took your medicine, or if you ate, or if you went to the bathroom. So like that could kill you. Or on the other side, if you're not physically fit in the older age, then your bones and stuff and muscles deteriorate, and that can kill you. So it's a double.
Do we have any doctors listening to the podcast? Hit us in our DMs and help us solve this. I
feel like I'd want my brain to be better longer. Like I'd want to remember everything till the end. That makes sense.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Because I don't think I'd want to ever, like lose my mind completely,
Okay. Would you rather lose sense of touch or taste? I feel like of taste.
For you, because
because I don't eat anything. So if I didn't,
anything that is you don't eat good food, you don't understand how flavor works.
Yeah. But imagine like somebody touching you and you like, are you like touching things and you couldn't feel it in your hand? Like that, I don't know. That'd be weird.
I feel like, yeah, honestly, I feel like not having touch would be way worse for you than
not having taste, because you can still eat.
Not having taste.
And then you'll like everything, you know?
I mean, yeah, you'll like I mean, I guess, yeah.
Because they all taste the same. Nothing tastes different. Right. You don't have taste.
But touch, yeah, that would suck. To never like to get a hug but never feel a hug.
Yeah.
To like, because wouldn't you probably not feel pain at that point too? Like if you're not feeling touch, like your body's not receiving any like sensory information.
I don't know about that one.
But yeah, like you would never, like you'd probably drop things all the time. Like you'd pick up a glass and you'd forget about it, right? Because you wouldn't have that sensory information that tells you something's in your hand.
Yeah. Okay. Have a lot of mediocre friends or one good friend? One good friend for me. You're thinking way too long about this.
I know. I feel like a piece of shit now. Well, because you know me, like I got to look at both sides of the question very, very deeply, and like I probably want to have one really good friend.
Yeah, not like a bunch of bad friends. That'd be horrible.
Mediocre. They're not like bad friends.
Just like average, but like.
Yeah. I'd rather have one really good friend. Because you could just like, if you have a bunch of mediocre friends that like don't fulfill you either, like you don't want to, you get burned out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
The question is, are they even friends at that point? They're more just like acquaintances in my opinion.
Yeah. Sorry. Like people you just talk to, like your school friends, like people that you just talk to in school, but don't talk to outside of school. That's basically how it goes. Would you rather know your time of death or cause of death? I wouldn't want to know either. I'd be so paranoid.
I'd rather know my time of death.
Huh?
I'd rather know my time of death.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose one, yes, my time of death.
Because that way you would know, like, all right, this is the time I need to do everything I've ever wanted. Like,
but then it brings up the question of like, why aren't you doing everything that you wanted now, rather than waiting? Like, if you knew your time of death, like,
well,
you know,
because we live in a society.
Are you gonna keep going with that, or is that it?
We live in a society. I don't like, we have obligations, you know, to like work.
Yeah.
And we get so caught up in other things. But I feel like if you knew you were going to die at a certain time, you would throw everything out the window and probably be a little bit more reckless.
Right.
But, you know, I feel like knowing the cause of your death would be scary, right?
Yeah, because then anytime you came around, like whatever it was that caused your death, if it was something like tangible,
right, like out of the ordinary, like external, like
you get in a car crash or something, by
an axe murderer or something, I don't want to know that. Like, I don't want, because I'm going to be afraid all the time. Like, I'm going to probably be a paranoid person who carries a gun on me, but it doesn't matter because I'm still going to get murdered by an axe, right? Like, or like, I don't know, like, the next time you get on a plane, right? Like you die in a plane crash.
Yeah, that's
I would
what I'm
never
saying.
get on a plane again.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you get in a car and like your cause of death is a car crash, every single time you get in a car, you're going to be so paranoid.
Have
so,
a panic attack.
So like I would rather know my time of death. That's the conclusion here.
That's the consensus there.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather be able to run 200 miles an hour or be able to fly 20 miles an hour?
I mean, I guess run, because that means you're getting further, right? Getting further faster. So.
Yeah.
Like flying would be cool and everything, but like.
But you would also have to have the endurance to run for an hour.
Right, but that's what it's saying. Like, would you rather be able to do that and like be okay? Or would you rather be able to fly and like be okay?
Honestly, I'd probably rather be able to fly.
But then you're only going 20 miles in 1 hour. So then it's going to take you like.
That's still a lot of miles. Like, and it's not like I'm trying to like really get to a destination. Like I think about it like if I could fly at 20 miles an hour.
You can drive 20 miles an hour or an hour. And
yeah, exactly.
No,
you can drive 20 miles an hour. I can drive 200 miles an hour. I can fly, but like if I could personally fly at 20 miles an hour, think about like, I wouldn't use it to like get to a destination. I would just use it for exploring. So like you would get to see things in your neighborhood or town that nobody ever knew existed. You never knew existed because you have an aerial bird's eye view, right? You just get some binoculars, you're just flying around. You're just like, oh, that looks like a really cool place. And then you just found your new favorite like spot to chill at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like if you run 200 miles an hour, like what am I going to run 200 miles down an like a freaking road? Ooh. Like you can't, like you would have to know what direction you're going, right? And like GPS, like I feel like running 200 miles an hour, you would have a set point, a destination, an end goal, right? Where you could have that with flying, but I personally would use flying 20 miles an hour to explore things I never knew existed and that you can't necessarily explore from the ground.
Yeah, I get that. I'd still want to run though, because I feel like it'd just be like you get places faster.
It would be kind of cool, dude. You getting like you getting like a cop car chase, right? Like a high speed cop car chase, and like you do the thing where like they pull over to the side and like just get out of the car, but then next thing you know, you're just like and like out of there. They're just like, what?
Yeah.
200 miles an hour. If you ran for a straight hour, you could probably be like in another state, in like have crossed 2 states by then. So that'd be kind of sweet. Hello?
Would you rather drown to death or be burned to death? I'd probably want to drown because like once your lungs burst, you're dead. But burning, you just feel it.
I don't know, dude. Those are both the worst way to probably die.
Yeah, because they're slow. Like they're slow death. Unless you like pass out from the pain of burning, I guess, and then you're just dead.
Yeah. Well, because like that's my question is like, if I'm burning, right? Like you feel it, but how long do you feel it for before you die?
Right.
But then like, I don't know, dude. I think drowning would just be terrifying too. Because like you would feel your lungs like filling up with water before they burst. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I still think drowning though. You have to pick one. Pick one.
I would rather burn in the eternal flames of hell. Just kidding. That would suck.
Okay. Wait. Would you rather have a headache 1 hour a day or have 7-hour headaches once a week? 7-hour headaches once a week, because then it'd just be like one day where you're dealing with a headache rather than 1 hour every single day.
For 7 hours, though?
That's how long my headaches normally last when I have them, so that's like a normal
Yeah, I feel
day.
sorry for you guys who get migraines, dude. That's
horrible.
I mean, I'm sure since you already get migraines,
7
you
hours.
would probably pick, 7 hours? I really don't ever get headaches unless I'm like dehydrated.
Yeah, but I still think it'd be better to have 7 hours in one day rather than like waking up every day with an hour-long headache.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I would probably do 7-hour headache too, honestly, because every day it would be wearing. At least you'd have a 6-day break from your headache.
Right.
Before it came back.
Yeah. Would you rather be able to read minds or control minds?
Control minds, because what the fuck does it matter if they're thinking? Like, what does it matter what they're thinking? Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like if I could know what other people were thinking, I feel like that would just make my anxiety like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
But like, if you could control minds, you could just be like, you like me, or, you know, like
you like me. That's what you'd use it for out of all of them.
Or so, you know, like, because like you meet people and you're like, oh, I don't know how like they feel about me. I really don't like, or if they're just like a bad person, right? Like, meet a lot of
but like, why would you want to control them and say like me if they don't genuinely like you? You know what I mean? And
because I don't deal with that. I don't like, if you're not going to treat me with respect and not like me, because like, this is the thing, and maybe I'm too full of myself, but I don't really feel like I do things to make people not like me. Maybe besides to you, but like
I was gonna say excuse me,
but like I don't like I don't try to cause beef with other people, you know. I'm not out there like causing issues, like causing huge problems.
Yeah, but I still don't see your point though. Like, why would you want somebody who doesn't like you to like, why would you want to control somebody who doesn't like you to like you?
I don't know. Because if they don't like me and then I don't like them, then I would make them do things that I want, right? Like,
okay, well, that makes more sense, but you said, I don't know, that's like, not what you said. You said,
well, like, yeah, if you, I don't know, dude, if you could just have everybody like you, wouldn't you rather? It would be so much easier because nobody's going to cause you problems.
But then if they don't genuinely like you and they're just being controlled to like you, like,
it doesn't matter. They're controlled and they don't know that they're controlled, right?
I don't know. I feel like if you could just read their minds rather than control them, you would know whether or not they like you, and then you could just stay away from them if they didn't.
No, I don't care.
All right.
Because at the end of the day, every person you meet has resources that you could need. And therefore,
yeah, but you don't have to make them like you to do it, because you control them. You can control their minds, so you can literally just be like, do it, and they'll do it. Whether they like you or not.
But like, I would rather have them like me as a person. Like, that's how genuine I'd rather have them like me so that I don't have to control them to do other things. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's shitty, but
sure.
You know. What would you do? Read minds?
Like I feel like either one I wouldn't want to do, because I don't want to make people do things that they don't want to do by controlling them, even though they wouldn't know that I'm controlling them. But also, like,
dude, you could solve world hunger. You could tell, like,
but also like reading minds would make me anxious. But I also feel like it'd be powerful because like you could just like know what people were thinking and then like
have dirt on them and leverage to use against them.
So you can control them.
Which is worse?
Huh?
Which is worse, blackmailing somebody because you found out information, or just controlling them?
Well, not only that, but you can like use it to like if you read minds, like you were saying, like knowing whether somebody likes you or not, like you just instantly know because you can read their mind. Or like you want to know what somebody wants for a gift, like in the case of Christmas, and they like don't want to say anything because they don't want to be like, what do you call that? Not needy. That's not the word I'm looking for. I don't know.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and so you just read their mind and you know what to get them. And then, or like you're doing a test in school or something and you're like, I don't know the answer. And you just read the mind of like the other people in the room,
Or you could just, I guess, or you could just control the teacher to give you a A.
That's true. I don't know. Either one, I guess, would be fine.
I just feel like controlling minds would be a lot easier than reading minds, because even if you can read minds, it's like, what do you do with that information? Besides, like you said, like you can use it to benefit you, but the question is, do you know how to use it to benefit you?
That's true. That's very true. I don't know. I think I'm still going to go with reading minds, though, and you're going to control them.
Sorry, guys.
This one's kind of weird. Would you rather live in the ocean forever or live in the air forever? So, like, live on land forever. Like, you could never go in the water. So you could only either live in water or you could only live on land.
Live in the air forever? Live in the ocean.
I feel like it'd be really cool to live in the ocean forever.
Yeah, but nobody else can really like live in the ocean.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if there was a whole like world down there, like that'd be cool to live in the ocean.
Yeah. Okay. If there's a world down there, but if it was just like,
if there's no world,
Aquaman, and I had to stay in the water, I would probably not really want to, because one, ocean is big, scary, like big, scary. And two, there's things that are bigger than me in the ocean that can eat me.
Right.
But if I could live in the air, think about this. You like ever have somebody that you just like really don't like, and like you just don't like them, and like you could fly over them and you could poop on them from the air.
I think it's talking about on land, not in the sky. Like you could only live in like where there's air. You couldn't live underwater. You couldn't go underwater at all.
Oh.
Like not in the sky. You wouldn't live in the sky.
Yeah, honestly, then that would be the case. I would still live on land. Sorry for those. I would poop on you if I don't like you. And I could fly. But yeah, I would probably live on land because there's nothing for me in the water. Unless there's like some civilization in the water, there's nothing for me in the water.
Yeah, if there was a civilization in the water, I would choose living underwater. Otherwise, I would choose land.
Like if I was a merman, hell yeah.
Be riding some whales.
Yeah, man. We're riding some whales. I'd be riding sharks. I'd be riding squids. I'd find the Kraken if that was the case.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather be able to talk to animals or be able to speak all human languages? I feel like I'd want to be able to speak all human languages because that'd be dope. Same.
Because like, what the hell am I going to talk to an animal for? What could an animal possibly say that gives my life value is my question.
Maybe they got some secrets to life.
Maybe they do, but that secret is not going to tell me, like, is not going to help me, like, if I go to a new environment or to another country where I don't speak the language at all, you know?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like learning, I feel like having knowing all languages would just be more valuable.
Yeah.
Than talking to animals, but then I don't know. You could probably do some amazing things if you could talk to animals.
Yeah, I'd still want to talk
Like
or speak.
Planet of the Apes, you could teach the monkeys even more. You could teach them quantum physics or something.
Because that's what you want the apes to know. The quantum physics.
I'm telling you now, folks, apes are going to take us to outer space. Well, we've already been to outer space, but they're going to take us to Mars, into Jupiter.
No, we need some fishes to tell us what's down in them waters.
Honestly, yeah, no, that's a nut. Because, like, yeah. Because, like, what? Humans have only explored, like,
5% or something
of the Earth's oceans. Like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could just be like, yo, what up, cuh? You could talk to a sea turtle because sea turtles are like hundreds of years old, right? And you could be like, yo, what up, cuh? Like, what you be seeing? What's the craziest?
What you be seeing?
Like, what is the craziest thing you've seen? And they'd be like, man, I don't know. They said a megalodon's extinct, but it actually is alive somewhere.
Megalodon, oh my gosh.
Megalodon.
I bet there's more megalodons down deep in the ocean.
I don't know. I just feel like we would have seen a megalodon if.
I don't think we would have though, because like you see those videos all the time of like them discovering new species that washed up on the shore that like they never knew about, and it's like obviously if they were somewhere where we could see them, we would know about them. So these other animals are coming from parts of the ocean that we have not been to. So
true.
There could be a megalodon down there.
Like somewhere random, like in the Pacific, like where just in the middle of nowhere, like.
Mm-hmm. Deep in the depths.
You could like find out if the Loch Ness Monster is real.
Right.
Yo, where Nessie at? All right. Next one.
Would you rather be able to travel to a fictional land or transform into a fictional creature?
That's a good one.
I'd want to go into Harry Potter.
Yeah, honestly, a fictional land would be really cool.
Yeah.
But if you could turn into a fictional creature.
Dobby. Kidding.
I would turn into like I don't know, a dragon? No, they probably shoot me out of the sky. America would be like, no, launch missiles. Yeah, I would probably do a fictional land, and I'd probably do like.
Which land?
I don't know, man. Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars would be cool to go into.
Nope. I would go to Neverland.
I was gonna say that. That'd be cool too.
Yeah, I would. Second star from the right. Cool.
Some bangarang.
You know? Bangarang, Rufio. But that is a good question though. Like, if you could transform into a fictional creature, what creature would you transform into?
Creature? See, I don't know. I don't know many creatures. I don't feel like the only creatures that are popping into my head are Dobby and Schmeagle.
The two most like grotesque and nasty creatures like from the world. They're literally the same thing pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Some frail ass like gray looking goblin creepy looking thing. I would probably be
like, what other fictional creatures are there? There's probably a lot, but I just can't think of any.
A centaur, you could be a dragon, you could be you could be the Kraken, you could be an elf, you could be a pixie, you could be a.
No, I'd want to go into either Harry Potter or Neverland, like you said.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
But the question though is like, if you got put into a Harry Potter world, would you be a muggle or would you be a magic user? Well, like, I'm not saying like you would just have to worry about ending up as a muggle or a magic user.
Oh, yeah. I'd want to be a magic, obviously, or a wizard, or a wizard, but
a witch.
A witch, yeah. I was like, why can't I think of the word for that? But
Neverland. It'd probably be cool to go to like a Star Wars or something. That would be dope. I know so many like fictional lands. I probably don't.
I know. I'm just blanking. Like nothing's coming into my head except for Harry Potter.
Atlantis. You could go to Atlantis, dude.
City of Atlantis.
Yeah.
What else is there?
You could go to Mount Olympus. You could go to Valhalla. You could go to Candyland.
The center of the earth.
The center of the earth isn't fictional though.
Well, the center of the earth that the movies are about is fictional.
Okay, yeah, that works. You could go to Narnia, dude.
Oh my gosh, Narnia. Yeah, that's a good one. Or
Jumanji, or like Zathura, or you could go to Terabithia.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Rest in peace.
That's so sad.
I remember like getting mom to take us to go see that in the theater because I was like, whoa, this movie looks so good. It's all fantasy and stuff. And then it's like,
and then it's just like,
this girl just dies.
I know, it's such a plot twist. And you're like, what?
Yeah. Well, it broke my heart too. Because I was sad. It made me like sad because like, you just like, he lost his best friend.
Yeah. And he just met her too, like not that long ago.
Like, and they just were getting to like the height of their friendship, and then like he lost her.
Yeah.
I never understood how she died either, though.
Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched The Bridge to Terabithia, but she went across. There's a rope that they had to go to that goes over the dam, and it was raining really bad, and she fell in. Like I'm assuming they didn't explain it, but I'm assuming that like she went to swing across the rope and her feet probably like dragged in the river or something, and then she like couldn't pull herself up, and then she drowned. She got
like caught in the river.
Yeah.
See, like that makes sense. Like but it looked like the river in like the movie was like so small, like the thing that they were trying to cross. It felt like, and I was like, she wouldn't drown in that.
Well, it was supposedly raining and flooded over, so it was like completely full. So
yeah,
I mean, you can drown in 2 inches of water, so that's all you need.
Yeah, that is true. It reminded me too, though, like the only other movie that's like ever hurt me that bad was My Girl.
Oh, that's horrible too. That's like,
yeah, that one's a tearjerker.
That one's just all the way sad. Like there's nothing happy about that movie.
Well, I mean, yeah. It is pretty rough. I mean, but the friendship, like that's the best part. And then he just is allergic to bees and, sad.
Yeah. So many spoiler alerts.
These are old movies. So if you haven't seen them by now, like
shame on you.
Sucks to suck. We just saved you from crying your eyes out, and you'd still probably cry when you watch it. So
yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
But that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys all for watching. If you want us to do another Would You Rather, send them to our Instagram page or to our phone number. It's always in the description of all of our videos and on all streaming platforms, so you guys can find us anywhere. Our Instagram is Overboard X Podcast. That's Overboard, the letter X Podcast. And yeah, we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
We'll get to steadier waters eventually.